James Lynch here for MMA News with a victorious Mackenzie Dern, who's coming off another first-round submission victory, this time over a fellow Canadian here in Randa Markos. Mackenzie, how are you?
I'm doing good, James. Thanks for having me again. Always good to be here.
Yes, it's good to talk to you, and what a win that was. You don't get paid by the hour. You must have been so happy to get a second straight submission, especially over someone in Randa who hadn't been finished since 2016.
Yeah, definitely. It was, man, like, I think, I don't know how it looked for people. I think people thought like maybe it looked like easy, you know, but it was hard to submit her, you know. She's a tough girl. She's so experienced, you know. She has so much heart. She's not an easy girl. She's been up in the ranks. She knows what it takes to beat, you know, Carla Esparza, to beat all these tough girls. So it wasn't easy, and I'm glad that I was able to make it look easy, you know. So I'm glad that the jiu-jitsu saved it. I had my kick, you know, that I fell.
Yes.
So embarrassing, you know, but hey, we all go through some embarrassing moments in our career. So it's I'm glad I was able to get the bonus with that kick.
I was gonna say I'll take a a missed kick over getting a first round armbar and a $50K bonus. So there you go. I'd take that in the package, so to speak. But one of the things we talked about, obviously leading in the fight, was that you were working with Jason Perillo. How did the rest of camp go? Because it seemed like things went quite well, and you seemed very relaxed in the cage.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was so excited to be in there. I really want to put like kind of aggression and not be bullied, but kind of show like, hey, I'm not scared to fight. You know I lost my loss. I looked maybe like I wasn't comfortable being there, you know, so I really just wanted to kind of push that and get that out of there and take that out of people's minds. So I told Coach Perillo, like in the ring, you know, he came, I said, oh man, Coach, sorry, show all the stuff that we've been working on. You know, he said, man, on the right moment it's going to happen. And that's true. You know, I can't be so anxious to try and show like striking when the jiu-jitsu is going to, you know, be there. You know, I'm a jiu-jitsu fighter. So I know everyone says, hey, don't become like a striker, but I know the right time, like maybe it'll be someone who I can't take to the ground, or someone that like the striking is just good timing, good distance. And then I will be able to show my, like, okay, no, but I'm not scared to show my striking. I've been working for this, and now's the time to show. So I just need to trust the process.
Yeah, and I mean, you'll take a first-round win over anything. I know in our pre-fight interview, you're like, it would be cool to get a knockout, but hey, you got to take what you can get. And like I said, $50K richer, which is a little bit nicer. So, the fight's going on. What's going through your head when she takes it to the ground? Like, I'm like, what? Like, this is your world. Were you a bit surprised by that with the fact that it hit the mat so early?
I was surprised for sure, because it wasn't like, I don't know, like a knockdown. Like maybe she caught me and I was kind of out of it or something. I didn't feel her like do too much ground and pound. It was kind of went straight almost to my in a triangle, you know. So I mean, we were fresh. Both of us were fresh. We weren't like really sweaty or anything, so it wasn't like slippery. I was like, man, this is good, you know. And so then once she was in the triangle, I was just kind of waiting to see what submission. I wanted to try to get the chocoplata, you know, like lead to the omoplata and then try to get her neck. But she was kind of doing posture. She wasn't really giving me the right angle for that. So I was kind of just seeing what I was going to do, you know, if I wanted to stay tight on the triangle, if I ended up pushing her back, like making her lose balance and sweeping her backwards. If she would stand up, I kind of had my arm already hooked on her leg to maybe go for a leg lock again, like I did with Hannah. So it was just a lot of options, and then ended up doing the arm bar. But even when I threw my leg over to the arm bar, I was kind of seeing if she would sit up to go to the omoplata, because I knew for sure, like the omoplata with the crucifix, you know, that hasn't been in the UFC. I was looking for the bonus, you know. I'm not just the win, you know. I'm looking for the bonuses, you know. So I know we had like Johnny Walker. We had a lot of good people on the card still. So I said, man, I don't know if just an armbar will be enough. But then the way the armbar was, I think just really having to force her elbow, you know, maybe I think that's what sealed the bonus. I'm happy.
And I mentioned, like I said, she hasn't been submitted since 2016, Courtney Casey. So you get her on the ground. I mean, it wasn't like a quick submission. It was, you know, you had to work for it, obviously, to get it in there, and Randa very durable. Were you pretty confident you were going to get her to tap at that point? Or was there a part of you being like, I hope I don't overexert myself, because Randa does have pretty good sub defense?
No, I knew I was going to get the submission, you know, like it was getting locked a lot of times, you know. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of times it was like straight and I could feel it like locked, but then she'd have like a little movement and be able to release the pressure, you know. And so I was like, and my legs were tied, you know. I had a good just my neck, you know. It's kind of like I was a little close to the cage, you know. Maybe if we were in the middle of the ring, would be a little bit more space, but I was like behind my elbow, behind my armpit. I knew it was gonna come sooner or later. I just had to find the perfect leverage.
How did you celebrate after the fight?
We popped some champagne on my dad. He's my jiu-jitsu coach, so we went to celebrate with him and my husband and wife, or my husband and daughter. She was there with me on the hotel across the street. So I went across the street and stayed with them. So really just excited, super excited with some of the people at the hotel, but then after enjoyed with my family.
Yeah, no, of course. Gotta be family first. I don't blame you for that one. Have you spoken to the UFC or has your management? I mean, obviously they're happy they gave you the bonus, but they must have been pretty thrilled again to see you get another finish here, especially back to back.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're trying to get maybe a fight the end of November, beginning December, or December. So I think so far, I mean, I got a lot of like good feedback. Everyone saying, man, it was a great submission, great jiu-jitsu. I hope it wasn't boring. I know a lot of people who watch jiu-jitsu, it's like if they don't train it, sometimes it's kind of like you don't really know what's going on. It's kind of like, man, what's happening? They're just hugging each other, So hopefully, I don't know, the hammer fist people like some type of the aggression, but yeah, I got a lot of good feedback and I'm excited for who they offer me in November, December, if it comes through.
I imagine, though, another ranked opponent. I mean, that's sort of the plan, to keep going up the rankings and keep, get up there. Actually, I should say Randa, I don't think was ranked, but still, that's be good. Obviously, good win for you because she has so much experience.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you don't need to fight someone in the rank to go up in the ranks and all these things, So really, if it's someone in the rank, if it's someone out of the rank, whoever they think, I'll be prepared. I'm glad that they kind of gave me a heads up how much time. So I'm going to have a good camp and I'm excited. Whoever they do, I think will be a good matchup with anyone, really.
I asked you about the $50K bonus. What are you going to do with the money? I know it's sort of fresh right now, but do you have any plans for it?
We're trying to buy a house. So definitely going to go towards our house that we want to buy. And we want a big backyard for the dogs and everything.
Okay, that makes sense. And plan is to stay in California because I know you've sort of lived all over the place.
Yeah, no, we're definitely gonna invest a little bit in Brazil to have our places down there when we go, but we want to get our foundation here in California for sure.
Very cool. And what does the rest of the week look like? I'm sure you're taking some time off. Do you have any plans? Hang out with the family? Like what's on the schedule for the rest of this week? I imagine you're staying out of the gym a little bit, right?
Yeah, probably just go down to the gym, say hi to the guys, spend time with the family. Definitely help out my husband a lot. He works so hard these past 8 weeks, being dad and husband, just full time, focused on the house and stuff like that, helping me. And Moaz, man, she's getting a lot of energy, so she's definitely a handful. So help him and let him relax, and I don't know, maybe take us to get some massages and some good relaxed time.
Got your priorities straight. Mackenzie, thanks so much for the time. Always great chatting with you. Just remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media. And if you got any sponsors or shout outs, I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, just if you guys want to follow me, Mackenzie Dern on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Have big thanks to Obsession, Shapewear, my sponsor, Elite Sports Company. And yeah, thanks James for having me. It's always good.